I seeking our things into this world with no hesitation and forward thinking only, baby. Let's go ahead and get into this conversation in a few. I'm gonna wait for some people to come by because you already know it is spontaneous live nights. Listen, for when we go live for the people that's no, not EST. Well, it can be for EST because if you're up like myself, night owl, the game don't stop, so I just be up. But if you're PST Mountain Time, or if you live in different coasts, I got some folks in Australia, I got some folks that's in different types of places that want to catch the lives. This is mainly for them, but it's gonna be for all. If you can't sleep, guess what? AllStars is here to give you some game. You know what I'm saying? We in this thing. But as you see for the title, we're talking about the long lost art of free will. Now, originally, I was actually gonna call this Everybody's the Main Character, which I will still get into going further in this live. But right now, you know how I like to do. I like for people to join in so we can say what's up to everybody. First of all, what's up to everybody that's joining in right now? It's your boy, AllStar Izzy. Go ahead and like and subscribe to your boy. We on the road to 5K, baby. I'm gonna low-key start saying that. Like, road to 5K, 1K. Just switch it up. Just have some fun with this shit. But yeah, man. We're gonna get into this live soon. I'm really excited to talk about this, though. Specifically, just free will in itself. And I think this is where Everybody's the Main Character was originally, again, the title, but I switched it because the long lost art of free will is also just like it's the umbrella for everything underneath. Because if you think about it, for the whole thing of Everybody's the Main Character, I think a lot of people fail to realize that everybody is their own main character in their story. Now, it's gonna be either or, right? Because a lot of people understand it and a lot of people don't understand it. But for those who don't necessarily understand what it's like to be their own main character of what it is that they have the right to make choices in their life, right? And nowhere near am I saying to abandon responsibilities, abandon family, abandon other people, abandon certain things because you want to do what's best for you. Definitely do what's best for you. But at the same time, I have an understanding that people have ties to family responsibility. They got to take care of their family because maybe parents passed away. They got to take care of their grandfather and their grandma. So I understand it can go both ways for people to understand and learn certain things. But when it comes to free will itself and for people to be the main character on the other end is that people, they know that they're the main character, but they're so stuck in their own reality that they don't see anything else outside of them. So it's like you're seeing the one perspective rather than seeing the bigger picture of what life truly is or what life can be specifically. Because you don't want to be a person that don't want to be and you shouldn't. Be a person who only sees life as one-dimensional rather than seeing the bigger picture of everything. Details do matter because if you're creating an empire or if you're creating a house, you got to put some bricks in there. You got to put some glue. You got to create your house the way you need to create it regardless of the fact. You got to make sure you have the details in it, but you need to see the overall picture of what this life is. Because everybody is stuck in their own reality. Everybody's stuck in their own world. They can only see themselves. They get too selfish and things. Now, I do promote being selfish. Do not get that twisted. But the point of where I'm talking about is if you stay in a one-dimensional way of thinking, meaning if I'm going to be somebody who's only going to think about my complete needs and I'm ignorant, I'm not trying to learn something. I don't want to learn from what other people think. I think I know it all. My ego is too fragile. Then it's going to take me away from wanting to learn things, right? So that's what I mean about being one-dimensional as the main character in your life. Because that's how most people operate. Now, it's going to go back to the title, The Long Lost Art of Free Will, right? Because, again, that's how most people operate. They operate in the position, in the observation of like, I can only see what I only want to see. Shout out to the people that's in the building. It's your boy, AllStar Izzy. Go ahead, like the live and subscribe. We on the road to 1K. But going back to the whole thing of that, for that is just that remember that everybody is the main character, including yourself, including myself, including everything. That doesn't take away from other supporting characters that's around, or you even being a supporting character for their main character story. That's the part that people even don't even see so much, because you can be so stuck into your reality that you don't even realize there's life around you. You can engage with humans. You can actually go build connections. You can network. You can talk to people that's over here. Some people don't want to talk to other people that's, too stuck in their head, too stuck in their mind. And that's where like a lot of the doubts and anxieties and things start to come in, because a lot of people they get stuck into the negativity or the doubts in their mind that they only live up in their head. You know, a lot of people don't really live in actual life, meaning they're not engaging. They don't go to the unknown. They don't go outside their comfort zone. They don't talk to people. They're not willing to engage. They're not willing to change or to evolve their perspective. Most people want to stay in the reality of, I'd rather live in my head because in my head it feels safer. And there's a lot of people that's like that. Again, shout out to everybody. My name is AllStar Izzy. We on the road to 1K. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you're new. But it's safer for people to stay in their mind. So that's where the thing of everybody's the main character. And you always gonna have a good thing and you're always gonna have a bad thing. Meaning, even the good thing for the main characters, if you know that and you can take control of your life, you can do a lot of things for your life and keep continuing to move forward and to understand that there's a bigger picture to life in itself of what everything is. You see what I'm saying? Rather than being someone who's ignorant, who doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to evolve. And that's how you stay as that main character in that part, right? Because you're not trying to look outside. You rather stay ignorant, and you would be one of those people who are gonna regret it down the line in life and be like, damn, like, what is it? You know how older people, they're always just like, I understand, like, you should have just done what this did, or it's too late for me. It's too late for me to live out my dreams. It's too late for me to do this only thing. What's going on? The one and only Sigma. What's happening? Move. What's going on? Great to see everybody. It's your boy AllStar Izzy. We on the road to 1K. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, like and subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. This is an after hours lights. This is what we like to do. You know what I'm saying? For those who do either late night hours or those who live in different time zones, I like to make sure that I'm here to engage with y'all. So shout out to y'all for being here in this thing. But again, just to go for the ignorant thing, a lot of people, they have, and they, you funny as hell. But a lot of people like to live in the reality of, I'm only gonna think short term, but I'm thinking limited. Because then when you get older, you start to think about, damn, I wish I would have done what I did when I was 24. And now you're talking to people who's like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, who's 30, who's even 29, who's this, and you're talking to them, you're wishing, you're like, please get a grip on your life. Please make sure that you're doing something well in your life. Like, don't be like me. Do not live with regret. Listen, anybody who's above this world, who's 6 feet and above, you don't have to live life with regret. You still have time. It doesn't matter if you're 60, 70, 80. I don't give a fuck if you're in a wheelchair. I don't care if you're over here doing these things. It doesn't matter. What matters is that as long as you're still breathing and alive, you can do something about it. If you're not able to physically do things, or you're disabled some way somehow, then get somebody who will assist you, helping you with your vision. There's so many ways to do it. But that's the thing where I said, if you become ignorant and you don't look at possibilities to be limited, you can actually create the possibilities in your life no matter what it is. Because that's the part of being a main character of the life. And that's what comes back into the title of the live. What's up with everybody? It's your boy AllStar Izzy. What's going on? Appreciate you, one and only Chavu. Do not know how to say your name. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Yeah, great mustache, right? You know, we out here with a mustache and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. That's a crazy. Yeah, that's the Keyblade. You know, I gotta keep that thing on me for real though. Yeah, that's a Keyblade. It's one of my prized possessions. It's actually, I won it through a Smash tournament. And yeah, because I won, they gave me a Keyblade. I thought that shit was cool as fuck. But going back into everything, for the title, it says, The Long Lost Art of Free Will. Now, this is what I was talking about. For those who are new, what we like to do on this side, we talk about empowerment. It's your boy, AllStar Izzy. If you haven't liked the live, and go ahead and subscribe to your boy if you would like to. We on the road to 5K, baby. We do this, we teach lessons, we empower those who are willing to listen and want to empower themselves. But again, I was talking about how everybody is the main character, meaning that as somebody who's the main character, you have two sides of your journey. You're always gonna have the journey of limited beliefs and only seeing life as a straight and narrow. Or you're gonna be the other main character in your life who can see the open possibilities, who are gonna be open to life's decisions, who are gonna take advantage of what's happening right now and understand that there's more to my own reality of what life is. Because you never wanna be limited to what life also has to offer. Everybody has, Skylar, it was great to see you. Great to see everybody. You never want to be somebody who can be ignorant or want to turn down guides in life. Because I was just on the phone with my brother, actually, and I was basically saying there's only two ways of life, right? Meaning that you're always going to have the way of, I see life and it's going to be completely wrong. It's going to be you either run away or you choose to run towards. Meaning that if you could keep continuously failing, which is good, you got to fail in order to win for a lot of things. But the thing is, if you're choosing to fail all the time, if you're choosing to run into a brick wall, if you're choosing to be in a space where there's negativity, if you keep continuously choosing that, you're only going to run away from the things that's only going to get you forward in life. Because as you go forward in life and you empower yourself and you see the other side, that I'm going to go towards the fear. Maybe I'll go towards the uncomfortability. Maybe there's something inside of me that I'm thinking about that's like, why am I feeling a certain type of way? Let me go into the emotion that I've been running away from. Let me go to the fear that I've been running away from. Let me accept and take these things head on. And this is what causes people to win, just in general in life. Because you got to understand, in order to win, you got to face certain things and run towards the things that you can be afraid of, right? So then here comes the thing, the long lost art of free will. A lot of people forget that they have free will. Even everybody that's typing this, that's watching this right now, that likes the live, that is subbing to me, which I appreciate. Shout out to y'all. AllStar Izzy in the building. Even me going on this live and having this conversation. It all comes down to free will. I'm doing this out of the will that I get to choose my daily things. Everybody is choosing. You're choosing to listen. You're choosing to watch. You're choosing to type these crazy ass comments that's right here and everything. This, shout out to you, but hey, that's wild. But people are doing these things off of their own free will. But what people don't realize for the long lost art of free will is that they get to shape and choose their future. Because like I had in my last live, I was talking about in freedom, you have to understand that freedom also requires discipline, and it's a balance with it. Because when you have this freedom, you have free will, you know that everything that you choose to do is always going to be fun, or it can be something that's going to be intentional, because you're going to want to be intentional regardless. Soren, great to see you. Welcome to the Late Night Live. You know what's up with it. Look at that comment above you. It's insane, right? But anyways, just to talk about it was just to say that going back to the long lost art of free will is because every day, people have free will. No matter what you guys think, you guys are continuously choosing things. Like I said, you can either run away or run towards. Either way, it's a choice that's always being made every single day and every single moment. So if you're making for sure, appreciate it. But if you're making choices to stay on autopilot, if you're making a choice to getting rejected completely, or to not see certain things in dating, or if you're choosing to not evolve in different things, you're not choosing to do these certain things, you're making a choice constantly. That's the thing that gets me tight about a lot of people, because people think that they don't have a choice in this world, but when they really do though, especially when it comes to themselves. When it comes to decisions within, when it comes to internal conversations, when it comes to emotional and management, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to dialogue with your mind and the actions that you want to take, people don't even realize that they're doing that continuously. And if you don't want to do that, or if you neglect that for your life, then you're choosing that continuously. And the reason it's a long lost art is because people do not understand that this is actually a thing that people choose, but they don't realize that they put themselves under the spell of, I'm not in control, but they're actually in control. Even me choosing to better is to choose my own thing, because I'm having free will. The whole point is that everybody in this world has the actual action and choice to choose anything they want in any single moment. Things do take time. I'm not gonna act like in this life, when you materialize things, you bring it from the clouds to the earth. It takes time, and that's the only way it's gonna happen. Things can happen in an instant for certain stuff, but at the same time, everything is also part of the I forgot what it's called, but it's a type of what is it called? It's like dang it, I forgot, but it's like basically, it's like the longer it holds off, the better it is to blow. It's something like that. The best analogy I think about is when Naruto and Sasuke both punched that metal water barrier, and Sasuke had a bigger one right in the beginning, but then Naruto, his was smaller, but on the opposite end, his impact was bigger and all the water was gone. So it's the things that's like that. It's better to have the longevity versus just the short term for that. But anyways, going back into the free will of choices and everything, for you to choose continuously that I don't want to evolve, nor do I don't want to evolve over my friends, myself, my family. I don't want to see the bigger picture of life. I want to only continuously see what life is and how small, minuscule it is. I want to be I want to be critical on myself. I want to be critical on others. I see the negativity in only other people. And I was actually talking about this, and I've been bringing up The Legend of Korra a lot. And shout out to The Legend of Korra, because that's a great show that everybody should be fucking watching. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Go ahead, like the live and subscribe to your boy. We on the road to 1K, baby. Let's go. Anyways, there was this part where Vatu and it was I forgot her name. It was Vatu and it was the other one. It was basically yin and yang. You can't destroy one thing without the other. So even as I'm speaking about this and I'm giving this out, one thing that I do know is that even in the people who don't think that they have choices but have the choices, those are the same people that still who are surrounded by negativity but still have a light within inside them, because you can't destroy one thing. You can't just be complete darkness. You can't be complete light. There's both that has to coexist together one way or another. So even as you have that, and to bring that even into free will, is because even for the people that think that they don't have the choices, actually have the choices, they just choose not to see it. And then that's how deep it gets within that part, because they don't even see that I'm choosing continuously to see negativity only in these certain things. Now, is there a good thing to see negativity? Yes, but listen to what I just said. Is there a good thing or good way to see negativity? Yes, there is. Because you can't have one thing without the other. Even when you do something wrong, you learn something right. Even when you do something right, there's still something wrong that you may think that I need want to get better on. Let's think about Kobe when he was on the court. He would look at his film, or he would think about, damn, okay, this game I did score 40 points, but I did mess up on this one move. I did move my finger this wrong like that. It's all to improve though. That's the self-improvement part of choosing the evolution, rather than having the critical stance of, I see it, but I'm gonna be too hard on myself. And because I'm too hard on myself, I'm actually making the choice to continuously do that and then not evolve and put myself further. So it's always a choice, and it's always free will and everything. My whole message for this overall is for those to understand that you are always and continuously choosing everything that you want in each exact moment. It doesn't matter what it is. It's happening every single time. And what most folks need to realize and to start doing is to take advantage of their time, because as we spoke in the beginning of this live, we were talking about how older people will always talk to the younger people and be like, you should have done this, or when I was 24, I should have been like this. I should have talked to that girl. I should have did this with my dreams. I should have did this with my body. They live life with full of regrets, but that's because they chose to live life with full of regrets. Now, I'm not going to take away from anybody that does have had a hard life under some circumstances, but even in the wrong circumstances, and this is where the yin and yang play in. So check this out. But even when the wrong certain circumstances, there's still a right perspective to see and to get yourself out of there. There is always a different stance and a different way for you to see more. I've been in bad positions before, but even with being in the bad positions, it actually brought me into new positions to think of new perspectives or new ways to get out of these wrong decisions that I made. Sometimes motherfuckers need to go in too deep in order to get out into the fucking water. People be so deep within the trenches of the water that they need to breathe air in order to see what life really is. You get your head out of the clouds, you get your head out the water. You breathe air, you start to see everything's around like, oh shit, like this is the sea. There's the land, there's the sky, I see more than what I thought I was just seeing. I was only seeing underneath the water and what the tides were doing, rather than seeing that there's more to life. I see a destination. Sure, the land is a little far away, but guess what? I can make myself to go over there, because even with the wrong decisions, you make the right choices going further, because what? You choose it. Everything is a choice at the end of the day. Salute. So how you doing? It was good. Great to see you. But That's how it all ultimately leads to everywhere. Again, going back to the whole yin and yang, because that is what happens even in the long lost art of decisions, of free will, of choice, and knowing that everybody is the main character and that everybody is, because that in itself, even that title, that fucking sentence is an insane perspective that folks should just observe and really see it for what it is. That's to say that everybody that you see passing by is living their own reality. That's why a lot of people say choose compassion, treat people well. Now, I'm not saying be disrespectful, be cool. Let people just live peacefully. You can be compassionate if you want. That's cool. That's what you. But also understand that a lot of people in this world, they don't realize that they all are making choices every single moment. If you're going to McDonald's, are you just what is it called? Are you just thinking about choosing a fucking milkshake? Like, are you just doing it off of autopilot? No, you're choosing it. See, even let's go into this thing, because I remember in 2019, I think 2018. Also, shout out to everybody. Go ahead and like the live, subscribe to your boy. We on the road to 5K, baby. We up there. It's the year of the AllStar, now until forever. Understand that. All right. But it's the thing. I remember in 2018, 2019, when I was in Job Corps, I was reading this book called, what was it? It was something about the devil. It was a book about a dude who's kind of having a conversation with the devil, but it was talking about like autopilot and not being on autopilot, unconscious and being conscious aware. I forgot what it's called, but for those who know it, go ahead and type it if you can. But just to say, one thing that I learned from that was just that they always talk about even person being on autopilot or choosing to just do things, or choosing to brain rot, choosing to doom scroll, just like choosing to do things with your life and not taking advantage of who and what you are. You're choosing that continuously. That's the thing that I don't understand for people, is when they take it away and say they're just doing it and they try to blame it on something externally. Even if there's something going on, look within or go to the doctors if you genuinely need to. Check that out if there's something that's actually happened. But one thing I want y'all to know is that you can make any decision, any choice to propel you and to move forward, rather than being someone who's gonna stick by and let life go by. Who wants to do that, bro? Genuinely think about it. I'm not gonna look this age. I'm gonna look even sexier in 20 years, but like, I'm not gonna look the same way I do right now. I'm not gonna have the same sense of style. I'm not gonna have the same setup. I'm not gonna have the same type of audience in 6 months. It's gonna be way bigger than what it is. But that's why even here right now is actually enjoying this shit and using it to my benefit and taking advantage in a good way though. But choosing to do something with my time, choosing to teach, choosing to use what comes to mind to give it out to the world and to leave it there for those who understand and empower themselves. Because shit, even in a couple years, people could talk about the same shit I'm talking about. Other people saying the same thing, but the whole point is that everybody that's not going to take control now will not take control in 10 years. Hopefully you have an awakening somehow. But if you don't, you're going to choose continuously to be just like what you were 5 years ago. And that's a harsh reality for a lot of people to understand. That's some real shit though. Because I want a lot of y'all to know, it could be some folks that's watching. It could be some folks that's going to watch. It could be some folks that just passed by that want to troll. You will not be a person who will succeed in life if you don't choose your life. If you do not make decisions for yourself, you will never be a person who succeeds, ever. You will always be underneath somebody. You will always be doing something for somebody. You will be somebody's bitch. You're always going to be the employee rather than employer. You're always going to be the person who works in the company rather than be the person who owns the company. And I'm not saying you have to be a grandiose motherfucker like myself. I'm saying that if you don't take control of your life, it was actually in this movie I was watching. It was like that Red Ribbon movie on Netflix. It was beautiful. It was a line he said. You got the people that listen, and you got the people that do what they say, and you got the people that tell them what to do. And in that case, the guy was being told what to do. But that's how the way shit's gonna work. You gonna either be somebody who's gonna be told what to do, or you're going to be the one to tell them what to do. Doesn't have to be demanding. Doesn't have to be in the sense of, oh, I'm this conqueror, I'm this and that. No. But you're taking control. And people want to work for the company that you bring or whatever the case is. Whole point is, if you don't take control of your life, somebody will. And guess what? There's people in this life that want to take control, bro. A lot of people seek outwardly of it. They want to control people. Manipulation. It happens in dating all the fucking time. Motherfuckers get taken control of all the time. And I think a lot of you men like that shit. I think a lot of men like to be controlled by women in relationships, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I think so. And the reason why I think so is because so many guys, they know what's happening, but they allow it to keep continuing to happen. They allow control and manipulation to happen. They're like, oh, what the wife says go. Oh, we gotta keep dating for this, for that. She said we can have 3 kids. You know, woman's body, you know what I'm saying? I understand that for sure. But at the same time, man got some say in this bitch. But even for that, it's to say like, oh yeah, the wife lets me go outside today. The wife said we can get a dog. What the fuck? Do y'all hear how y'all fucking sound? You sound like a bitch. And if you want to be a bitch, be a bitch. Okay? I don't want to hear no complaints from bitches. I have more respect from a person who says they want to be a bitch rather than someone who runs away from saying they're not a bitch, but they're making bitchy ass moves. It's insane. But it's true. Because there's so much control in dating. That's why folks like myself can exist to give out game and isn't how to get to be the exception, how to learn things, how to get results, how to get exactly what they want, how to get the sex they want, how to get the private life, how to get the conversations back in, how to get the moments and shit like that. Because I'm able to give that out because I understand by ruling myself and making decisions because I never lost the form of free will and I can make decisions and I can think for myself. Bitches love that. And this is why I can teach others. And this is why things happen like that. But this is what makes me so different from a lot of men. This is what makes women want to actually tame me. Now we're getting deeper into it. Because listen, yeah, long lost art form, a free will. But guess what? We even talked about this in the last live. Even with a person who is open, who embraces and actually shows that they have free will, they think for themselves, they make choices out of freedom for real. Those are the most polarizing, incredible, authentic people, but those are the ones other people want to manipulate them. They want to one-up them. They actually want to take them down. They get jealous of them. Women want to tame them. Whew, bro, the amount of women that understand that because I make my own, I have my own voice, I make my own decisions, I speak my truth, want to actually tame me because of that. Because I can choose for myself. Because everybody else is a sleeping fucking pill. Everybody else is just walking life lifeless. No one thinks for themselves. It's nothing up here. No one chooses. You know, the other day, I had this lady that was trying to sleep with me, basically. We had met at the bar. But I wasn't feeling it because she was getting a little too tipsy for me. And I'm like, all right, I don't think this is it. So she kind of got close to me and grabbed me. Like my shirt, she got close to me. She was like, just kiss me and stop thinking about it. She was like, you don't have to think so much about it. Just let go. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm thinking fine enough. Listen, you have a good night. You do your thing. But small things like that, even with her saying that, of course, she's thinking like, wow, he's not kissing me. Why is he not doing this? Why isn't it? Okay, cool. But even with her saying that showed like a small speck of he thinks for himself. Because let's check this out. Let's get the correlation for this shit. Because he thinks for himself. He's not led by pussy. This actually makes me want to fuck him more. I actually want him more. Because why does he want me like this? Guys would want to fuck me if I'm throwing myself at him. Granted, she's tipsy, but I have women that's been like this sober too. But she's tipsy, she's saying these things, but women, they're thinking, hey, they can't comprehend the fact that somebody just chose not to choose to fuck. So I'm not choosing to fuck right now. I'm not taken away by pussy. That's just like this. That's just, It's just like that. And even if so, it don't matter if I'm extremely attracted to her. I can think for myself, and I know that I don't want this to happen. I don't want to do this. Or if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. If I want to chill, I just want to chill. I'm doing what I need to do for me, and I'm thinking for it. But in the small instance of that, women can tell, this motherfucker can think for himself. God damn it. Because let me tell y'all, bruh. Motherfuckers do not want you to think for yourself. Women don't want you to think for yourself. Other men don't want you to think for yourself. Society doesn't want you to think for yourself. Friends and some family and cousins and fucking everybody else. They don't want you to think for yourself. Because the more you think for yourself, the more you become closer to yourself and of an individual and who can make decisive decisions. I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. Sohab says, yes, sir. By the way, whenever you have time, I did send an email. Perfect. I'll go ahead and check that out. Soren says, but how do you know who you truly are? Fuck that. How do you know who you truly are is when you listen, you tap in, you tune into yourself. And while doing that, because we talked about the calculated risk, you will learn you by taking that thought, a decision, and making an action. And then you will learn, okay, I can do this for me. Because then let's say I took an approach on a woman. I said, hey, what's up? Or whatever. Oh, I didn't like that. I actually want to add in like a smoother tone. I started kind of critique or started to say new things. I started to elevate what I want to say. That's how you know you're getting closer to you. Because the approach is, hi, how you doing? My name is Soren. And then you do it and you're like, this feels bland. Let me add something. Hi, I'm Soren. What's your name? And then you're like, wait, okay, let's add some more blemish to it. Let me add some more of my spice. And then as you're uncovering it, you're like, oh shit, I'm actually getting closer to what I want to say, what I want to do. Connect it more to you. And then once you know that, a lot of things just going to happen as you go out into this world. You make actions and decisions. No one can truly know themselves by just staying certainly and just in their head. You think you do until you go out into the world and actually engage with people. You're like, oh wait, this is not actually what life is. This is actually what it is. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay, I see there's more. Oh shit. It's insane. Sohab also says facts, man. Think it's all about small actions. Those damn steps can lead to a staircase. Absolutely. Soren also says either work for my own dream or work for someone else's. It's crazy how all this is connected. No, dead ass though. Because everything is a constellation. Everything exists together. That's why when I always speak about like dating or confidence, business, engaging with people, charisma, it always goes down to like you and everything that centers inside. Because how you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. Even if you're going crazy in your job, you're going crazy, there's still going to be something in there that's going to reflect into your dating life some way, somehow. And it's going to show. It's just crazy how it all blends in together, because as within, so without. It's still good. There's reflections of us. It's a reflection of how I create my streams. There's a reflection of how I upgrade my videos. There's a reflection of how I structure my lives, or I go off and I speak on it. Everything is a reflection. Even down to the pieces I have, down to, everything that I have around. I always say, and I'll say it again, around you is a very important part of who you are. Always remember that. It's all a reflection. Reflection. Now, sometimes it don't really gotta be. If a black cat just happened to pass by in your neighborhood, don't be like, oh my God, that's me. Oh my. Just chill. You know, some things are gonna be too deep, for real. The wife says we can go here, bro. I'm sorry, that should be pissing me off, bro. I remember I had this homie. I had this homie. He was like, the wife got me in the dog pound. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what? Fuck that shit. And I put it in the song, actually. I was like, my dog said he in the dog pound. I said, fuck that shit. Let's go hit them rounds. Now, for real, gamer, what's happening? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? You don't reply, bro. I'm weak. Gamer, you got, yeah. Listen, gamer, listen. I think you're new. I think we may have met, not sure, but listen, if you're new, just as Soren says, the whole be patient thing, yes, bro. It's just, listen, when I'm in my mode, and this is something I discovered a lot about myself too, because I like to incorporate, engage, and talk to people's comments. So this is good that we're talking about this. But I noticed too, when I'm in the mode, I don't see my shit until I gotta scroll back up. So I gotta flow with my shit. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, gamer. Go ahead, like that live and subscribe to your boy if you have not. All right. Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Someone else says, so in a way, it's constantly evolving, but it's getting closer to what I really want to do. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Because take this as an example. So my new video, actually, I have a new formula of creating my videos. And the reason I created it like that is because that's actually the vision I want it to be. And to some people, it's fire. But to me, I'm like, it still has work to do because everything is going to constantly evolving. Everything has work, but that doesn't mean I'm not okay with what it is for right now. I'm proud of it. But with me being proud, also me is a response to saying to myself, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, getting closer to my vision. And even how I'm shaping AllStar lifestyle to be with the penthouses and then even the logo and the color schemes and how things get maneuvered, how we're structuring and putting everything together. Oh, the AllStar Lounge, the AllStar VIP, the AllStar Discord, the AllStar everything is eating into us, even to myself. Yeah, this is it, but there's more to it. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing more though, because now it's gonna keep evolving. Because it was Weird Evolution, but it branched off into AllStar Lifestyle, which was a development because stars have always been a thing in my life. I've always been grand. I've always had this outlook, this beautiful vision of things. So it's like now we're getting into the nitty gritty. It's like carving out into a stone, getting to the root, to what is it called? Like the pearl, the clam, some shit like that. But yeah, basically. Someone else says it's always evolving because your vision is always evolving, always and forever. And what's the beautiful thing too is because even as your vision and as you're evolving, it always does get you close to yourself too. Because even as big as it gets, what you're actually doing, even though it's outwardly it's seen a certain way, you're actually going deep within yourself too to see the vision. Because as within, so without. So without me even wanting to, so without me having a vision and putting it out there, I would have never got that. I would have never got closer to a certain thing I wanted to say, wanted to do, wanted to put out this certain picture or portrait. I would have never had that if I never looked inside of myself. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the only, I will keep it up too. I will keep it up, Soren. But that's the only way people can truly understand life or just put things out is by going out. And I think Lucario might have said something similar to this. I'm not too sure, but if not, I've been trying to word it, but I'm gonna just try to do it my best. But it's the thing of like, even as willing and firm I am to go my vision is to show how deep I am to go within myself. As far as I'm willing to go to engage and to learn new things is as far as I'm willing to go to learn within myself. Because I'm comfortable with me, I can be comfortable in a place that I may feel unknown. Sure, I may feel like this may be a little awkward, but you know what? I'm gonna thrive. But even in that instant of saying I'm gonna thrive, is also saying I'm good. Like I'm good. I got it. I can do it. It's fine. Let's go. But you see what I'm saying? It's the whole point of I can be something uncomfortable, but because I'm comfortable here, I don't mind being here. Because I know I can learn it. Because this is my first home. Everything else is just it's like and I had this, and see, this is gonna be a vision in the future too. But it's like I love saying explorers. I've always been an explorer when I was younger. And it happened. It's something that I'm gonna also teach for other people as well. But and I'm still teaching it now. But it's the thing is like in my head I see like the galaxy, the world, and you're a spaceship, and you're just going to different places of the world, the different places of the universe, this galaxy. You're on Earth, you're here, you're on Pluto, you're on Mars. You're just visiting different places because as even you're talking to different people, everybody has a different perspective and unique way of doing certain things, even if they don't think they're unique because they be stuck in their own one-dimensional thinking, like how we talked about everybody's a main character, but there's the two sides of being a main character. There's a side of being ignorant and there's a side of knowing that you are, but you also are engaging with everybody else and you understand there's a bigger picture to it than yourself and your only limitation, reality and shit. You start to realize life is worth exploring, but life can only be worth exploring if I'm worth exploring. If I want to stay one-dimensional and in my mind, in my head, I would just be somebody who just lives life boring. And if people want to live life boring, shout out to them. But to me, life is worth, it's worth the exploration. It's worth the curiosity. Because not even outwardly, but inwardly. Like this, it's just so vast and insane. Like, oh shit. And because I'm so curious to learn, I'm like, fuck, I gotta learn more. Like, there's so much. I get so excited. It's like, phew, my head be blasted up. Someone else says, man, if only I had this knowledge around me every day, then it's environment. Yes, man. But this is where you come in too. Because now you have that quest of like, how can I have this for me? Like, how can I have myself surrounded by this? Of course, listening to the videos, keep tuning live, watching the videos that I post, being in our Discord, that makes sense too. But in your reality of life, now the quest is, the journey, the exploration is, how can I? That's a good question. Now, how can I actually have this knowledge around me though? Like, how can I shape my reality that way? And then boom, a beautiful journey starts to bloom. Styles Unique, great to see you. Appreciate the hundreds. I don't think I've seen you before. If I have, I apologize. I don't want to mistake you at all. You know, I do go live every now and then. Go ahead and like and subscribe to your boy. We on the road to 1K. Stay on topic though, Unique. Stay on topic, because you know we don't do that. Soren also says, it's the older people with this game. That's who I need around me. Then that's how for me, even getting my mentor, bro, was me being curious to learn from people. Like I met my mentor in real life before he actually became my mentor and teaching me everything like around life and shit. It's because I was out there. You know what I'm saying? I was actually out there talking. I was out there exploring. I was out there asking questions. It helps a lot in the long run, because that goes to the whole main character thing. Even though I know I'm in my reality's mine, and I can live life the way it is, I also know that there's more knowledge to me than what meets the eye for my own self. And that is the everlasting burning of a true student though. This is what creates great teachers, great mentors, mentees, is because of that is still alive within myself. Just as you were a kid, for those who are curious, as a kid, just like, oh my God, what's this, what's that, what's the ABCs, what's the 1, 2, 3s? That still happens in life for itself. Now I'm learning so many new different things. It's like, wow, that shit is still alive. But that right there is game, because that's a source of what I'm connected to. And game is you being connected to you. That's the only thing that comes down to. I fuck with that, Unique, because it's funny. I don't know if you parallel it to, we were talking about curiosity, you're talking about pig feet. But I'll answer that if you like the live and you subscribe. We're gonna roll to 1K. Appreciate that. Soren, I appreciate you doing that. But yeah, just going into everything. Shout out to you, man. Shit, shout out to you, bro. There's so many older people that be trolling just for the hell of it. But hey, you know, everybody gonna choose what they do, and then even you saying that, listen, that goes back to what I said. The long lost art of free will. People choose life yeah, same. I couldn't either. So people choose life carelessly. They say shit carelessly. They do things carelessly. They know that they're not supposed to be eating sugar because they got diabetes or something. So they end up doing it anyways because they're careless with the decisions. But even them to doing that or whatever, to self-sabotage or whatever the case is, no matter what it is though, motherfuckers are always choosing everything in their life. Even after this, after I end this life, you're going to choose to do something with your life. Even when you have a source of motivation, inspiration by listening to me, because we always empower over here, you're going to choose what you want to do with that. Every single time. You're going to choose to use that and navigate to find out where and why is there a source of motivation for me? Where? Why? Why do I have this fire within me to give out to the world? Where did it come from? Truthfully though, when did I think and when did I feel the motivation to think for myself? The motivation to make my life my empire. Go to the source of where it all began from. Go into the legend of Korra, because that's what they talk about, bro. You can only go inside to find the beginning of the source of whatever motivation. Even if you don't, see, here's the thing. And I'm gonna say this before I go. And I'm gonna keep this live up. And also shout out to everybody who's new. It's your boy AllStar Izzy. Go ahead, like the live and subscribe to your boy. We on the road to 1 motherfucking 5, 6, 10, 11K, 1 bill, baby. We on the road for that. Shout out to everybody for taking the time tonight. Or this morning, excuse me. For those who are, But regardless though, is that, and I even said it before, but it's that everybody, even someone who's extremely negative, still has light within them. Even someone who has a source of light will still have a source of like the darkness within them. Because it doesn't have to necessarily be like positive, negative. It can be light and darkness. It all still exists within, right? So the thing is that even people who live a negative life, a doubtful life, they're still, and there always will be a thought, right? Listen to what I'm saying too. Even if you feel clouded in your vision, maybe your days are going by very slow or fast, and you don't even understand how to grasp your life, just take a moment, right? Hopefully it happens now, but if not, there will be a time that happens in the future, because it always happens to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're asleep or awake, it happens. There's gonna be a moment where it's gonna be a flicker. Something's gonna turn on. It's like that 3 a.m. motivation, right? That says like, I'm motivated. I want to do something. I want to take control of my life. When that candle lights up, figure out why and do something about it. But listen when I say why though. Let's go a little deep for that. Reason why I say why is because that light, when people have inconsistent burst of motivation, the only reason it's inconsistent is because you were never consistent with it. What you're doing is taking advantage of the fact that you actually have light within you. You have this ambition and fire. You just keep distinguishing it out because you don't take it seriously and you don't value it. But it will keep happening because the thing is that as you're putting it out there, right? And you notice that when it flickers, and the reason why I say to go back into why it happens is because you have to travel to the part of, when did this first happen? Don't let that fly over your head. Listen, you have to travel to the part where, when did this first flame happen? Because 3 a.m. motivation isn't just a burst of motivation and inspiration that, oh my God, I'm taking control of my life, and then 2 weeks later, I don't have it anymore. No, the whole point is that you've been having it, and it's been a thing in your life. You just didn't value it the way that you think that you did, but you see sources of inspiration on social media in certain ways. Now you're thinking to yourself, I can do it too, until 2 weeks later, it runs out, you're going back to your regular program. But the whole point it's always doing to wake you back up and to show you, are you gonna take control of it, or are you gonna let go of it again? Are you gonna use it, or are you gonna let go of it again and take advantage of it and be like, I don't value it as much? And this is why they talk about the things, the gifts that the universe, God, or whatever you would like to believe in comes in and brings to you in this life, is because if you don't ever take advantage of what you've been given, you will never be able to excel, and you would always be someone who chooses to be some form of victim in their life when it comes to their choices. Because again, you have to go to the beginning of, where did this come from? And when you do, it will all make sense. And then with you understanding that, you will take responsible actions, and you will know you can't fuck with the gifts that come within you. You can't fuck with that fire. The fire always lives inside of you. That's the fucking thing. That it always lives in you. You just don't want to see it. And guess what? That's a choice. All the times it's been inconsistent, it's been a choice. Every single time. You getting manipulated or you getting played in dating, it's a choice. All right? And the control into things, it's a choice. Wife says we can go here tonight. It's a choice. You're choosing this shit. Because people have these awakenings. Oh my God, the life is like this. I see it like this. And then they go back to the regular program of the schedule shit. Do you see this? It's the people underappreciate the gifts and the fucking things you've been given in life, and they take it for granted. And what I'm here to show you is that you should not. And I know for a fact that when I speak and when I put things out and when I talk to people, they feel that shit inside them. Because yeah, you see me physically, we're here physically, we talking. But I don't just connect with you on a physical level for appearance and how we speak and everything. I connect with you internally. And I always will for anybody that passes by my words, that passes by my work, that passes by my value, my voice, and my appearance. It's always gonna be speaking into that internal flame. Because that's what it is. That's the it factor. Motherfuckers want to know what the it factor is. How does he just have it? Cause I'm alive, motherfucker. Cause he's alive. They're alive. They're intact with them. They don't take it for granted. I'm connected with my own internal flame, my own internal truth. You know, I don't even know what it factor even stands for, but I created for myself to say the internal truth, because that's the only thing it can come down to. Because again, as within, so without. Real spill. Let me read this comment before we get up out of here. Unique says, LOL. I'm making pics for 7 people tomorrow. I'm strolling, not trolling. He seems open-minded. I don't know the subject, but at least he's talking about something positive, though. God bless. Unique, I appreciate you taking the time. And I didn't see you like the live, nor I'm not sure if you subscribe. Well, maybe you like the live. Who knows? I don't know. But regardless, I don't fuck with pig's feet. I don't eat pork or beef. But I hope you have a good one. And if you are subscribed, go ahead. I appreciate you. And if you want to, go ahead. You know, if not, until next time, I do appreciate your time and your attention. If you taking the time out for this, it's dope. But again, going back to the title, The Long Lost Art of, I want to say foreplay. I already did a live on that. But The Long Lost Art of Free Will. Always remember this, and I'm going to end off with this. I said it again, and I'm going to keep saying it because I don't care. I love it. Don't take advantage of the choices you can make in life, because life is for you to make choices, and it's only a series of events from how you want to make it to be. So no matter what, choose it wisely, but have fun with it, because the wisdom only can come with the decisions you make. So do what you need to do. And remember, it's your boy AllStar Izzy. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you're new. Shout out to those who took the time to watch this over again, because I think I'm gonna have to definitely clip this shit. Especially that last part. That was beautiful. That just came out just naturally. But I understand it. That could be alive in itself. Just people taking advantage of their it factor. Actually, I'm gonna write that down right now. Give me 1 second, you guys. All right. But again, I wrote that down. I probably will go live again tomorrow night. You know, just because this shit don't stop. But you know, we on a journey for 365. We're posting every single day this year. We're doing what we want, because guess what? I chose to make a choice because I want to. And I like my decisions. And I'll learn everything from it. Until next time, it's been your boy, AllStar Izzy. I'll speak to y'all soon. Peace.